Hello all and welcome to the third session of AI Cloud and Modern Workplace Conference 2025. I would like to apologize for the delay. We faced again a problem, but now we are live, and I don't want to keep the audience from a professional who will present. Is George Chrysovalatis Grammatikos. I already say what I believe and what I feel about George. George, the stage is yours. You can rock.
Thank you, Konstantinos. Thank you again, and it's me again, back. So, but in this session, I will talk about Copilot Studio. So, bear with me, and I need to share my screen, and we can start. So, I will start with. Sorry. I need to share again. All right. So I will. I've shared this slide because the gentleman displayed on this slide is Kosbelis. As mentioned in the announcements, we will be presenting together today, but due to a last-minute change in the company schedule, Kos cannot join me, so I will do the presentation alone. All right, we already talked about who I am. I'm George Grammatikos. I'm a cloud integrator, discipline sublead, business apps MVP, and I will proceed with the title of the presentation, which is how to create and deploy Microsoft Copilot Studio Agent and within your Canvas app. So we are going to create a Copilot Studio Agent, and we will embed this into a Canvas app. So very quickly, I will do an introduction to Power Platform main pillars. So as we all know, Microsoft Power Platform offers a set of low-code and no-code tools that help users to create applications, automate tasks, analyze data, build virtual agents without needing to code or with need to type a bit of code. This platform actually lets organizations to build custom solutions that connect with other Microsoft services such as Office 365, Dynamics, obviously, Azure, and many other third-party apps. Microsoft Power Platform consists of 4 key parts, which I will explain from the right to the left. So Copilot Studio, it's formerly called Power Virtual Agent, is a tool for actually creating chatbots without needing to type a line of code. By using these chatbots, we can automate customer service tasks or provide support and answer to common questions. Then it's Power Automate, which previously called Microsoft Flow. This tool helps users to automate everyday tasks and workflows. Then it's Power Apps or Canvas apps. Power Apps actually lets you create custom applications very easy without not without writing a line of code. PowerFX code, I mean, not C# or such kind of program languages. We can very easily develop something that there is no need to write complex code. It's actually a simple drag and drop interface, which helps you to build apps for web browsers, mobile phones, especially tablets. So for someone like me, without having a developer background, it's been a fair tool for developing apps. And last, Power BI, which is a tool that allows to visualize data and to help users to analyze data and transform actually raw data from different sources like databases, spreadsheets, SharePoint, whatever you want. Let's move to the next slide. So for anyone who hasn't heard, Copilot Studio teams up ChatGPT with Power Platform virtual agents. So from this slide and onward, I will talk about the main subject of this presentation, which is Copilot Studio. So what is Copilot Studio? Actually, we could say that Copilot Studio is an easy-to-use tool for creating agents using very simple graphical interfaces. It helps us to automate tasks with Power Automate, customize Microsoft 365 Copilot to work with our own organization data and our own needs. So in this slide, I'm showing some screenshots from Copilot Studio that we will look at during the demo later. So the first image on the left shows actually the main pane. The second one is the chat box where we can test our agent. And the third image, actually below the text, is the authoring canvas. So let's talk about topics. So a trigger, let's take it from the top. Okay, we know all what user is doing, asking questions. But a trigger actually, which is the second layer, it's a trigger is actually an we could say an event or a condition that starts a specific action. In Copilot Studio, a trigger can be a user action or a timed event because we have set something. We have set a schedule for something for some tasks, or it could be actually a system interaction. Sorry, that begins a process. So when a trigger happens, it can start a series of actions or control the flow of events. For example, when a user submits a form, this action can trigger an email to be sent. So if a user data changes, it can start a task in a workflow. Triggers are very important for automating processes, ensuring that actions happen automatically when certain conditions are met. Topics, it's the third layer, are important for an agent because they define actually what an agent can do, and actually this is where we can guide our conversations. So each topic leads to different path, helping, as we can see here, the examples with the topic for HR and another one for support, and the fallback, it can be used if nothing of those two is happening. Each topic leads to different paths and helps to create very smooth and natural dialogues for users when they are combined. And lastly, we've got topic elements, which are specific tasks. It could be actually be specific tasks or actions that need to be done. Examples include asking questions, setting HTTP requests, calling other actions, ask with using an adaptive card, etc. In the next slide, we're going to examine topics as part of the Copilot Studio. So, as I mentioned in the previous slide, chatbots can trigger or prompt topics. So they can use existing topics called these are called system topics, which an author can copy and modify. But there are also custom topics that an author can create from scratch. So let's move to the next main component, which is entities. So entities in Copilot Studio are very important. It's a very important part because it helps to define and use actual features in AI-powered applications. They can represent different objects, data types, or tools that work with AI models. So this actually allows developers to explain how the system should act or respond in various situations. There are two types of entities: pre-built entities and custom. So pre-built entities come ready to use with the platform. They are designed for everyday circumstances developers may face, such as use phone numbers, zip codes, cities, etc. On the other hand, custom entities are created by developers to fit their specific needs. For example, if I am a developer and I want to develop a Copilot for a Greek company, then I need to create a custom entity and using several Greek words in order to help user to interact with my agent. So now it's the actions. So in Copilot Studio, actions are also very important because we need them when building custom workflows and automating applications. Actions actually are tasks that can be performed within the system, usually related to how entities behave. So they help developers automate processes, create AI-driven workflows or simple workflows or simple Power Automate flows, and connect different application functions. And one very important step is publishing. When agent publishing, it helps developers to deploy their custom agent in different settings, like production systems or within organizations. Publishing an agent ensures that the agent is set up correctly and accessible to end users or other systems. But before we publish an agent, it's very important to make sure that we have the correct authentication selected, which is the next slide. So, as I said, authentication is important in Copilot Studio to secure access to resources and manage user identities. it helps to control how users and applications interact with the platform. Developers actually need clear authentication options to safely and efficiently connect their workflows, actions, or entities with the service. So here are the details about the authentication option in Copilot Studio. So let's go with the first option, which is the no authentication. When you choose no authentication, at the same time, you allow users or applications to access Copilot Studio without logging in. So this is the simplest way to use a Copilot agent, to access a Copilot agent. But bear in mind that I wouldn't suggest this way. I would suggest it just for quick tests, maybe development, but definitely not using with sensitive projects. So whenever the security is not a concern, then it's preferable to use it for for your development or prototyping. So the next option is authenticate with Microsoft. So authenticating with Microsoft allows user to sign in using a Microsoft account. Obviously, it could be our Microsoft Entra ID account, our organization account, a Microsoft 365 account, or a personal Microsoft account. It uses Microsoft Identity Services to verify users, and it can give them access to Copilot Studio resources. And the third option is authenticate manually, which lets developers or users log in by entering their credential. This might include usernames, passwords, API keys, such as auth tokens. This option actually benefit is that it supports a single sign-on, and it can easily integrate with Microsoft Entra ID for managing users. There is only one limitation, but it could be not a limitation as well, because it requires a Microsoft Entra ID account, which I believe that we all got when we want to use, if we want to use Copilot Studio to create a custom agent. We suppose that we are using a Microsoft Entra ID. So I won't add much on the next slide, as we need more than 45 or 50 minutes to explain. This is a big subject to discuss. So let's go to the next slide. And here I would say that it's meaningless to explain the cost of the licenses in detail at this time. So I won't blather on. I encourage you to look at the Microsoft documentation, where they are explained in detail. But you can note from this slide that Copilot Studio, it requires a tenant license, and every tenant that is licensed for each user who wants to author an agent can be assigned the license at zero cost. A tenant license offer also, as you can see here, a capacity pack of 25,000 messages per month. Of course, it's not only this license for Copilot. You can get Copilot and use it by buying other licenses, such Microsoft 365 Copilot for businesses that doesn't have any limitation. It's not that expensive. I mean, okay, for Greece maybe it is, but not for countries like United Kingdom or US. There is also the Copilot free version with few restrictions. And the main restriction here is that it can only generate 15 images. Finally, we got the Copilot Pro, which is ideal for consumers with limited image generation file upload. So by sharing, I think that this slide can help you to better understand what is going on with the MS365 Copilot products. So I will, after this session, I will share this slide, this presentation as well. And so I wanted, I added this slide the last moment. So because I wanted to show you, I wanted to try to explain to you what is the best option for you to choose between Copilot Studio and it's not Azure AI, it's Azure AI Foundry. I missed that bit. I will correct it afterwards. So when choosing between Microsoft Copilot Studio and Azure AI Foundry, think about it, your AI needs and goals. So for Microsoft Copilot Studio is best for fast and easy AI setup with no code or low code interface. It works very well with Microsoft 365 and Dynamics 365 and also Teams. It includes also ready-made AI tools powered by Azure OpenAI models and supports over 1,000, over 1,500 connectors for system integration. And now Azure AI Foundry is better choice for, we could say, complex AI tasks. It supports GPT-4, Hugging Face, or models, sorry. It allows customization through fine-tuning, and it can handle large applications like applications that doing fraud detection. It also integrates deeply with several Azure services. So choose Copilot Studio for quick solutions and Azure AI Foundry for, more detailed and customized projects. I think, yeah, it's time for the demo. Konstantinos, how many time left? Please.
You have 10 minutes, 10,
okay,
15
cool.
max minutes.
Cool. All right. So, all right. Let me quickly share my and the slide here. So as you can see, now let's go for the demo. I will be very quick. Hold on. It's Copilot Studio. We need to move it from the other side. All right. Note that if I'm not mistaken, this Copilot, the Copilot agent component is currently available only in US regions, sorry. And it is not yet available in Europe regions. So because I tried to find it, but never in none of the Europe regions worked. So for this demo, I created a new Power Platform environment in the, I think it's in the West US region. So first of all, when you want to do something, when you want to try the Copilot, Copilot Agent component, you need to turn on, I think it's here, features, few settings. So here, right? You need to enable this Copilot, and if you want to allow users to analyze data and turn it on, this setting as well. Let's go. For this demo, I have created an agent very quickly. As knowledge, I added these two sources. It's Microsoft and my personal blog. I don't think so that I have any topic. So let me see if that works. I couldn't find the time. Could you please help me deploy an Azure VM? Let's see. I assume that it will get cool. All right, so nice. So as you can see here, it's working. So let's, and here we can see all the actions, but that's not the point of the main concept of the demo. So let's go. We've got the agent we have already published 2 days ago. So let's go here. I will edit, and I will show you. I will try to explain you what are the steps that we need to take on the Maker portal. It's loading. I could be more, I could say more details, but it's the time that pressures me, so apologies. So if I come, okay, let's I think I created a new screen. So let's create another screen, a new screen. So it's screen 2. Before doing this, you need to come here. First of all, you need to turn on the Copilot settings. So here I have enabled the Copilot comment generated formulas. It's in preview, so you definitely need to activate to turn on the Copilot component, the Copilot answer component, everything that says Copilot. Actually, it's still in preview. You can see it here. So, and after turning them on, then you can come here and you can choose the Copilot. Bear in mind that here you can see only the Copilots that have been published. If your Copilot agent is not published, then you will not be able to get it from here, from this drop down. So after making all these changes, we can come here and just add our Copilot. By doing this Copilot, it asks me to connect to a data source. All right, so if I come here, I can connect it with the accounts, and if I ask something, it will respond back something from the source, from the data source that I have assigned to this Copilot. But I don't want to use this source. I want to use the other one, the custom Copilot. So there is a piece of code. Sorry. Okay, let me create a new screen. Here. So in order to use my custom Copilot, I used this piece of code. It's the environment ID and the schema name. By doing this, as you can see here, it's the same exactly agent from here. So if I run it, it should be work the same as previously. Let me, what is cloud.zone? .com. Am I going to get any response back? Yeah, awesome. And if I ask it again, the same, copy and paste. Let's see, I forgot the enters, okay. It should work. So I got exactly, no, it's not the same response. It's not the same response, cool. In any case, I got my link and I got my instructions, how on my query, so that works. And by saying that, I have finished. It's almost done. My time, I think, has sent, right, Konstantinos? Let me share my slide, my last slide. I don't know if you have any questions. Happy to answer to them. If not, I could also schedule another session by explaining more details. Apologies once again, but it's the time that pressured me a lot with this presentation, and I had the other before, so apologies. Konstantinos?
George, thank you so much. We have to move quickly to the next slot because we have a very special guest from out of Greece, so we need to host the new presentation that we have about security. So thank you so much for your amazing presentations. Very professional job, very professional job. I know you, I know your job. And thank you so much, George.
Thank you. Let's move to the next one.
To the next one. Okay. Bye.
Bye-bye.